We've got 5.5 minutes to talk about the weather, and there's lots to talk about with Georgina Griffiths, who is a MetService meteorologist. Thank you for coming in, Georgina. It's fascinating. Balmy autumn just keeps going on. MetService, you guys, says April was extremely sunny, warm and dry in many parts of the country. Hit us with the records. What did Nelson do?
Oh, records April sunshine for Nelson. So that's an all-time record there. And yeah, sunny. And Wellington.
In recorded history of Nelson?
Yes, since records began in the early 40s. So a long record there, 75-year record. And yeah, I mean, everyone who lives in Nelson knew it was a sunny month. I mean, what about the capital? What an amazing dry and sunny run of weather for Wellington and Wairarapa, getting a little bit concerningly dry in those regions. But Wellington, 1 in 30-year April sunshine. So everyone in the capital, they've been out there. T-shirt weather sometimes.
Yes, Wellington is, people are so delighted when there's an Indian summer, right, when it just lasts.
Yes. Well, I mean, with good reason. It doesn't happen every autumn or winter. So yeah, it's been a great run around central New Zealand. Has been the driest and the sunniest sort of focal point for the country. But overall, most regions have been dry. Everywhere's been warm. I mean, wow, in Invercargill, second warmest April, it's 2 degrees, running 2 degrees warm down there. Southland farmers will be recognising that.
So this is average temperature is 2 degrees up on usual?
Yeah, for this month.
Wow.
Yeah, most other parts of the country closer to 1.5, but still.
So in percentage terms, that's way over 10%, isn't it? Because the average would be well under 20 this time of year, wouldn't it?
So we cracked 20 in Invercargill today, and yesterday Ashburton got 24, and you know that's pretty good for May.
So we're all grinning from ear to ear, but I need to ask you, is this climate change, is it global warming, or is it actually just a micro event, something that you can detect near?
So I think we have to remember that 2016 has been running abnormally warm. I mean, we're running record warm. Last year, this time last year, we were also very warm. But there's some real physical reasons why we've had the warmth, and it's not going away anytime soon. So we've had highs in the New Zealand region since the start of the year, dry for many places. We've had a lot of northerlies, a virtual absence of those southerlies. You know, if you lived in Christchurch or Marlborough or Wellington, Wairarapa, you'll have gone, oh, no southerlies really. Or if they do come in, they've been very brief. And the seas around the country, very, very warm, particularly Tasman seaside, so places like Nelson, Buller, all along the west coast of South Island, very warm with those seas. And of course, most of our main cities are right next to the sea,
that's right.
And we get some of that warmth coming in. So there's some good physical reasons that aren't going to go away anytime soon, as we enter May. And the reason why, we're talking, MetService is talking, let's think ahead, is that the May forecast temperatures are up to 2 degrees around that central New Zealand region again, looking forward the next month. And if we do run 2 degrees warmer as we go to May in those regions, you're going to break records around those places.
Right.
Rest of the country is still looking remarkably warm for May. The temperature predictions are well up there. You don't see that every day.
No, you don't. Okay, winter feed's already going out in some regions, which just shouldn't be happening, but that's because of low rainfall. So are we starting to look at really bad drought conditions going into winter?
Oh, it's abnormally dry now in many North Island places, and I talked about that focal area of Wairarapa in particular, concerningly low rainfall for 2 or 3 months now. Wellington also running very dry. I mean, there is some relief, dry this week for the North Island, but next week, for the first time, our little high that's been sitting around New Zealand mostly, I mean, it goes away for a while, has a week's vacation, comes back. Over the last 4 months, it's been the major player for us, and it takes a little bit of a break next week. So most places, it's the best chance we're going to get for a little while to get some rain in the gauge. I mean, the West Coast has been raining well, but what's new down there?
Yeah.
But these are for the dry areas in the North and East, South Island and the North Island
so
areas.
Do you think, I know we're still talking a week away, but do you think we may see some material rain, some meaningful rain?
Most areas will get useful rain. I don't think it's a drought breaker, but I think it's good, and we'd like to see some more of that as we trend towards June. Of course we will. I mean, winter, New Zealand doesn't lack winter usually once we head into June and July. The key thing for most people though is I haven't got my flannelette sheets out yet. I haven't lit the heater or the fire. Obviously Southerners might have once or twice, but barely put a sweatshirt on. It's been T-shirt weather, that warmth prevailing.
Okay. Now we have to be out. The Pip's going to get rid of us in 1 minute and 5 seconds. But I'm going to ask you about the ski season. I mean, at that stage, we're not even close to seeing snow, are we? Or even close to being close.
So it's not all bad news. Often we have a good run up till June, mid-June or so, for temperatures, and we know. When it's really, really warm, if you line up all your ducks, snow's a very specific thing that you need 5 or 6 things all lined up. We have had very broad, very deep snow in previous warm late winter. It's going to be late winter though, not early winter.
Right.
Okay. So I'm not ruling out a reasonable ski season at the moment. It's too early to say that.
But we won't see that until what, July?
We'll have a look at June when we get there. June's going to be crux, I think, for
Okay.
the ski season, late June.
Okay.
Talk soon on that.
Georgina Griffiths, when you come in, I just grin at you from ear to ear because you are a tour de force of talking about the weather. No notes, nothing to hand. I could say to you, tie happy, and you would give me a breakdown.
I probably would, yeah, probably could.
Brilliant. Georgina Griffiths, who is the MetService meteorologist and has joined us in the studio in Auckland. Thank you. It's wonderful to talk to you as always.